All right, so I'm going to go ahead and kick us off. So my name is Jose Mateo, as the slide says. I am a managing solution architect with Polycom Plantronics. And joining me today is Jennifer Adams. Jennifer?
Hi there. I am Legacy Plantronics. I've been with the company for 12 years, and I'm excited to be up here as one company. We are in the booth as one company, and so we're excited to share what we've got going on.
Yeah, and so what you're going to hear from us today is, as you're on your journey to Teams, what it looks like for you all as you begin to prepare for devices and how these things are going to work in the Teams ecosystem. So with that, I'll let Jen just kind of kick us off, and we'll chime in.
So how many Plantronics customers out there? Plantronics users, customers? Polycom users, customers? All right, good crowd. Okay, so how many of you are currently in the process of have either already migrated to Teams, are working on migrating to Teams within the next year? Okay, great. I think we have the right people here. So, so what we're going to talk about a little bit is some of the trends that we're seeing around workforce and work style and how that is going to impact the adoption and uptake and migration to Teams. So Plantronics and Polycom, both Microsoft customers, in addition to vendors in the space. We are currently going through our own migration, not only to Teams, but to different companies trying to be on the same version of Teams. It's fun. So we understand not just from our customer's point of view, but also from being a customer as well, what all of this involves. So everyone who's familiar with Plantronics, got a lot of customers out there. Thank you for your business. We really have been focused in the Microsoft space on really ensuring that the workforce has the devices that they need to be successful and productive as companies are rolling out technologies like Skype for Business and Teams. And we have really focused on headsets, software to support the headsets, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. And then we also have entered into the Habitat Soundscaping as a solution that we have that helps manage noise in open office environments, which is also something that we're seeing our customers really dealing with right now. And then we have Polycom.
Yeah, and then you all know on the Polycom side, right, we've been in the huddle space forever. We have been not only creating huddle room experiences, but also conference rooms and everything from the smallest all the way to the largest immersion experiences, as well as our services, right? So it really is a great marriage, to use your word earlier, between these two companies.
Yeah, so right now we're able to stand up here and say we have end-to-end solution between everything that the workforce needs to be productive, and also the software and services to be able to help you as customers be able to manage this journey. So let's talk about work styles. So this is a topic I'm really passionate about. Plantronics has done a ton of research in this space. Our user persona research, over 4,000 enterprise users globally. We understand how they work, what devices they use, what they feel about their work, what they feel about technology, and we use that to educate our customers and to build our products. So when we look at on the screen, what you're seeing here is the percentages across the bottom are the percentage that they tend to occur in a typical enterprise environment. This is your office-based. Now, there's actually an additional persona that's not listed on here that's about 9% of a typical enterprise, so that would take this number up to about 52%. This is your office-based work styles, and they are actually all a little bit different. And so even within the office environment, it's a good idea not to treat them all the same. You'll have people who are more at their desk centric, so people who are working more on collaboration applications, and then you have people who are really mobile inside the corporate campus. That's actually something that we're seeing as a trend, is that there are certain work styles that are just moving all over the place inside the office, and they're actually using their mobile phone primarily, even though they're in the office. So that's definitely a trend we're going to talk a little bit more as we go through. You can also see on here, what is their likelihood to adopt technology like unified communications, like Teams, like Skype for Business. you can see that it really varies across work styles. So this is your more flex and remote. And for those of you taking pictures, I have one more build. So if you want to get the whole slide, you'll get it in just one sec. So basically, this is the remote flexible work styles. So this is 100% remote. We have a lot of people in our, especially in our new co, that are working 100% remote. Flexible work. So this is people who are working pretty much everywhere. They have some time in the office, some time at home, sometime just everywhere else. And so they're a really good example of, and they're about 16% of the enterprise. So when we look at flex remote, we have one more work style, which is really your executives. So this is kind of young and upcoming, executive. This is somebody who's very tech savvy, 81% likely to use unified communications on a daily basis. I always tell people when you're doing a pilot, find your connected executives. These are people who will put your solution through its paces, they'll use it, and then when you're ready to roll out, they'll evangelize on your behalf. So let's talk about a couple spaces. So open office, I was talking about our Habitat soundscaping solution. So we have seen a huge trend toward customers moving to open offices. Part of it is driven by mobility. You have less people 100% based in the office, so you need to provision technology. You need to make sure that people who are working remote or more flexibly are supported. So open office is actually the side product of this trend, because what's happening is companies are re-justifying their workspaces, and they're basically saying, let's only have the space that we need, but that means putting more people in smaller spaces. And so it's great for collaboration, but we know that half of the enterprise is actually not even in the office anymore. So most of the people sitting in open offices are actually collaborating with people who aren't in the same room. So it does contribute to the noise. So we're seeing noise in the workplace is a pretty big problem. We're seeing it in our persona research. We're seeing it in industry research. We're hearing it back from our customers. So what this really means is that you're disrupted, you're not focusing, and you're actually wanting to work not in the office as much because it's just not a space that you're feeling like you can get work done. As a company, we have tried to really address this through rolling out some active noise canceling technology products in the enterprise. That solution that helps you block out airplane noise in your, when you travel, actually works pretty well for blocking out noise in your surroundings in an open office. So we have a portfolio of products that do that. So when we look at one of the key personas in the workplace, this is somebody who has a mix of technology, but is primarily desk phone centric in their communications in a typical day. We see that 86% of the personas that we look at still have and use a desk phone today. And so making sure that you have the right solution for people who are working in the office, that's what we're really looking at. So the challenges, as I mentioned, being able to manage that noise. So we are really excited to have in our booth a brand new product from Plantronics. Anyone familiar with the Plantronics Savvy family? Savvy family, and so this is our UC products that connect to desk phones, multiple devices, and we actually just released a active noise canceling version of that product. Oh, I got a clap. That's awesome. So this is the Savvy 8220. This is the only decked product in the market that supports active noise canceling technology. So this is a product that is long range, voice dedicated, but what's really great about it is in addition to being able to block out noise in those open office environments and support great stereo music for people who like to listen to music between calls, it actually connects to a lot of devices. So it will connect simultaneously to your PC, your mobile device, and your desk phone. So you can switch between those products. So that persona that I showed previously, that person is not a technology adopter, not an early adopter. If you can give them a product that matches the work style that they're doing today, which is I'm mostly using my desk phone, I'm already connected to my PC, I'm connected to my mobile, all you have to do is hit the button on the headset when any of those calls comes in. You're training that person to move over to unified communications. So I always think of it as like training wheels for, for Skype for Business or Teams. And then we have the on-the-go space. So how many of you, is there anyone here who doesn't have your mobile phone with you? Of course not, right? So what we're seeing is the mobile-first enterprise is starting to become more of a reality. So there are work styles that are so mobile-centric that they are having a great experience everywhere with their mobile devices. We're all mobile pros out here traveling for the show. But when they get into the office environment, they're not having as good of an experience with their mobile device, and that's becoming a key device that they're using inside the office. So when we look at all the different spaces that people work, we really started to see that there was a need to support a mobile work style more so inside offices, whether it's home offices or in the corporate campus. So when we look at kind of the device usage, we start to see a lot more mobile phone usage, even for the flex worker who spends a good amount of time in the office, in addition to that road warrior that I also showed that's about 8% of the population. You're getting up to a pretty high percentage that has high mobile phone usage. So what we've announced at the show, and we have in our booth, is our very first kind of mobile-first product for the desktop, which is the Alara 60. So this mobile phone station basically is your gateway to Teams through your mobile device in the office. So it's got some really cool features. It basically can be integrated with a headset. It's got a dial pad. That button there will launch your Teams meeting. That pad right there, you can put your mobile device down. It'll charge your mobile device while it's sitting there. And that tilts up and down to be able to do video from your mobile device while you're sitting at your desktop. So this is something that brand new product and category for us, and I'd encourage you to check it out. And now I'm going to pass it on to talk a little bit more about the huddle room.
Yeah. So the conference room, right, for us as a legacy Polycom company, this has been kind of our bread and butter. This is where we've lived for the past 20 plus years. And so going into the Teams world, we remain razor focused, right, on or laser, is it razor or laser? Either one
Laser.
works.
I think it's laser.
On continuing to build these experiences, right? And I really want you guys to think about that. So Jen did a great job of talking about personas and then what's in it for the end user, right? That's really what we're thinking about. So we want to be able to make that experience of people walking into a room, joining a meeting. We don't want it to be a super difficult task, right? And so with our partnership with Microsoft, right, we are one of the providers of the Skype Room system, which runs the Skype Room system software, right? And so at this event, what you'll see when you go over to the booth, we have our own Polycom Microsoft Skype Room, which is skinned now to support both Skype for Business and Teams, as well as the ability to partner with additional providers out there. So we have a partnership now with HP, right, where we're using their Slice G2 as a device that we can connect the Polycom peripherals, right? So our best-in-class audio devices, our best-in-class cameras connected to the HP device that's in there can be easily hidden and tucked away, and so it makes for a very, very seamless user experience. For those of you who have been using the Trio, right? Our Trio is our center-of-the-room conference room phone. Historically, we've had it in open ecosystem environments, whether that be an open SIP platform, whether that be Skype for Business. And so what we're doing with Microsoft in this play is, because this is an Android-based device, we're able to run the Microsoft Teams Android application to make it simple on the actual device, right? So what this allows for you to do is, as you're migrating to Teams, you just download the software, you install the software on this particular device, and then it just becomes your Teams phone, if you will, right, for that particular conference room. We have this running in our booth so you all can see it. That application that's running on there is currently in tap, right? Or yeah, currently in tap, and we look to be launching the full-on software at the end of this calendar year. So fantastic from the perspective of just making that a native experience that you jump into. And so Jen talked about a lot of these devices that would either sit around you as a person or sit in your workplace as a device, right? And so I'm sure a lot of you have the question of, this is cool, but how do I manage a lot of these things? How do I push firmware updates to them? How do I know what these things are actually doing, whether we're getting the return on investment that we actually need, right? So Polycom, even before the acquisition, we're already working on what we call our Polycom Device Management System or service. It's basically a solution for us to manage these devices that's all cloud-based, right? So that effectively when the system comes up, it could give you analytics about what it's doing, what version of software it's running. You can push things to it, pull things from it, and all of that stuff. So us together with what Plantronics was already doing on the Manager Pro makes for a fantastic story.
So yeah, this is definitely something that I like to talk to customers about because, you know, we have customers that have thousands of devices out there to manage, and you know, you get to a certain point and it's a real asset that you want to keep track of. But additionally, you want to be able to push out the software and firmware updates. You want to get the alerts when those things are available, and you could also want to track and be able to track the usage of the devices, and that's something that we're able to do. So you can actually run reports. Hey, I provisioned all of these Plantronics headsets. Are the people that I gave them to even using them? And you know, that I think is such a great thing to do as part of your pilot program, is saying, hey, get Manager Pro up and running. You've deployed devices. Let's look at the usage over time. When you go to full deployment, watch the usage over time, and you can actually identify adoption issues, even down to the user level. And so that's really going to help ensure that you're aware of how and that the devices are being used. And there's a lot of other fun reports that you can run. You can set up groups. I would encourage you to get a demo at our booth. We're doing demos of these solutions at our booth, and happy to share more information about that.
And so we would love for the whole world to run on Polycom and Plantronics, right? But we realize that you all are out there. In many cases, I speak to customers who tell me, hey, we've made a decision that it's going to be Skype for Business or Teams for us on the desktop, and it'll be Cisco on the walls, right? I don't know if many of you fall in that category, but if that's you, what some of the challenges that I'm sure you've had is we have these kind of silos or these isolated islands of communication where I have my Teams people or my Skype people talking here, and then I have my traditional VTC world where they speak to one another over there. So what Polycom has done, and we've done this over the past 5-6 years now, is brought in these standards-based video endpoints into the Skype for Business world, and now we're happy to be running in the Teams world as well. And we do that very simply. As you can see, the idea for us is the user schedules their meeting, and they come in there, and of course you're going to click join new Teams meeting. Well, what happens is we want to make that seamless for the user. We don't want to have a user that's running Cisco to enter into another portal, right, for you to come out and just schedule your Cisco system into the meeting. So we create this, right, through our the regular Outlook invitation, and then when the user walks into the room, as you'll see in the animation, you just walk in, you click the button, and you're off and running. And that's whether you're a Polycom system, whether you're a Cisco system, whatever is, you know, has a joinable button. We basically transcode that message that's coming in, that's a SIP URI or a URL, into something that's dialable, a SIP URI. Click join, and you're off and running. And the beauty is that now these environments are basically communicating with one another the way that they're used to. So here, for example, you'll see this is what the Teams client would look like, right? Running the quad view that Teams gives you from a video perspective in its native format, right? So we're not having you join our bridges and changing the workflow, right? And here you see the VTC system, right? It's actually just another member in the Teams call, right? So it makes it very powerful. So the takeaway from this is kind of, it's easy to schedule, it's easy to join, and it's easy to use. I don't have to tell a Cisco user or a Polycom user, hey, in order for you to share your screen, let me show you these 5 steps you have to do. They share the way they normally do. We receive it, we transcode it on the service, and then it's off and running on the other side. So really powerful. That was the part of the presentation when you guys go,
what?
Anyway, okay. And then the last part here is that it's easy to migrate. As Jen asked the question earlier, how many of you guys are either in that kind of thinking about migrating or whatever from Skype to this environment? So today, one of the things that we're offering is the ability to, if you have the Real Connect service and you are set up for concurrent licensing, because again, we're not new to this, right? We're Skype for Business. We've been doing it for a few years now. But if that's you and you're looking to go to Teams, you can contact us at Polycom, and we will port over that license for you so that you can use it for Teams as well. And so I was talking to a guy earlier in the booth that came by and said, hey, we've been using the Real Connect service for a while now. I have some users moving to Teams. How do I get those guys to use this Real Connect service? Well, talk to us. We'll do some stuff on the back end. to make that just easy for you guys to use, and that gives you the ability to do either or. It's not a I'm sorry, a both and, not just an either or. So you can have Skype for Business Real Connect meetings, and you can have Teams meeting at the same time, you know, based on the meeting that you suggest. And so we have this also available for the next 60 days. You guys can walk up to our booth. You guys can sign up for a 60-day trial of this Teams Real Connect service, which allows for you to basically do interoperability. All of this, by the way, is cloud-based. And so there's nothing that you all necessarily need to install. So it's, again, just easy migration for you. And that's my my cue that it's our last slide. So I'm going to hand it over to Jen. We will be around here for questions, and then we'll also be at our booth. But Jen, wrap us up.
Thank you. So we've got a lot going on, a lot of new things to show, a lot of new things to share, and we're working on a lot of things for the future that we're going to be bringing together as well. So, you know, we know that flexible work is becoming the norm. That's why we're all here trying to figure out how to make this work for our environments. You know, we're really trying to look at all of the different spaces and places and people and the way that they work to ensure that whatever you roll out is successful. And then, you know, I think just trying to look at all of the different pieces that you'll need to be thinking about, including the adoption and once you get deployed. So we're all really committed to making sure that that's understood. And some exciting things around Real Connect and the video interop solution. Would encourage you to come by the booth, get demos of everything you've seen here today, and also ask about any of the things that we have offered for the interop side. So thanks for your time.